So many women want men to be able to quote unquote handle them. I'm strong, I'm educated, I
I'm a
got a
PhD.
PhD. No, men of value ain't handling shit. Ladies, let this be your wake up call. Men ain't handling ish today. Far too many women think that men have to go out here and make themselves the best version of themselves, and then these very men got to turn around and figure out your code. I can't tell you how many beautiful, attractive women I have met who are smart, business mind, look incredible, incredible bodies, but they don't bring peace. As a female, your job, your number one job is to bring a man peace. And you don't bring a man peace by pissing him off. And far too many women today, you don't know how to even handle or control yourselves. So you're thinking that that job should be handled by the man. And if a real man can handle it, no, men ain't handling shit today. And I'm telling you, it's not just the men up here, the high value guys. It's no men, men are just time out for men handling anything. If a man needs to handle you, go get a woman. If you as a woman say that a man needs to handle you, go get a woman. If you as a woman are saying that, what do you bring to the table? I'll bring everything, I'll do everything, and all you got is a bunch of questions, go get a woman. So many women today recognize this modern stuff is not working. And then they're trying to come over to men, asking men, well, how do we fix it? Hell no. It is for you to figure out the combination to us, not us to figure out the combination to you. You must learn your man while you earn your man. And far too many women today, you want the cheat code. Well, guess what? A lot of us a lot of young Thundercats want the cheat code life too. But we're telling them, hey man, you got to eat shit for the next 15 years. You think a man who's had to eat shit for 15 years wants to, you just want to just sit there at the finish line saying, what do you like? No, no, no. Men ain't handling shit today because a woman is not to be handled. A woman is to be an asset to a man.
Facts.
Meaning, if you don't ask me what I need done, if you got to ask me what I need done, I don't need you.
Tell him,
If
Kevin.
you got to ask me what do you want, what do you do? I like the fact that you're asking me, but I want women go from, if you need to be handled, understand something, you're going to get a lesser man. But
Facts.
the women who deal with men of value, the Henry squad, the high earners not rich yet, my guys in the 75,000 on up, gentlemen, understand how rare you are. Let your godfather tell you something. One thing I love hearing more than anything else is guys coming to the realization, listening to this content, to realize how rare they are, how special they are. Just because you're dealing with a chick who treats you like you're just an average guy, no. If you're in the top 10 or 15% of men, that's special. And you deserve what comes along with it. And what comes along with it is not a bunch of stuff. Ladies, ask yourself a simple question. A woman of value, a woman that is in high demand, most wanted women are like executive assistants. Executive assistants don't go to CEOs and ask them, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? They're like Pepper Potts. They are proactive and predictive.
Pepper Potts. Proactive and
You want a
predictive.
model? I got a question for you ladies.
I don't
Here's
even know
one
what that
question,
means.
especially for black women. Who is your feminine role model? Who is your feminine icon? Who is the one singular woman that you point to and
Christopher
say,
Perkins. What's
that
up, buddy? Everything was
is
great.
what I aspire to be like?
I had a great day. I just finished cooking.
If you can't answer that, I don't want to hear any shit about manifestation or vision or visualization or any of this other stuff. You cannot manifest something you can identify. I got a video on YouTube that's uploading the smoke show from Instagram. Matter of fact, it should be going live after this. You cannot manifest something you can't identify.
Pepper Potts was Iron Man's
How
right
that's
hand
supposed to work,
chick.
ladies?
Ooh, thank you for
You're just gonna
that.
manifest something and you can't identify it. You're just gonna be like, well,
His
who's the feminine
assistant.
ideal? And the thing is, you have to be able to point to one woman somewhere and say, that is what a woman should be.
LJ. I can point to her.
And after that, you got to put some Pepper Potts on it. Who
Mm.
is Pepper Potts? Pepper Potts is the executive assistant to Tony Stark in the Marvel movies. Now, Pepper Potts went from being the executive assistant to being Tony Stark's wife. She earned that. She earned her way up. Why is Pepper Potts so important in this scenario? Because when Tony Stark was a billionaire playboy philanthropist, Pepper Potts saw him betting a bunch of beautiful women and this and that. Gentlemen, if you can't talk about your former exploits, you can't talk about your entire life in front of your woman, there's an issue.
Tell him, Kevin.
Now, that doesn't mean you have to talk about it like you're still living it, but if you have to edit,
Hey, that is so much truth to that. When LJ and I first got together, I couldn't even discuss any of my exes like that. Now I can talk about the experiences because the great thing about it is that all the heartache and all the pain helped me become the greatest man in the world to the woman that I'm with now. She's now reaping those benefits, so it's okay if we talk about it. You got to be able to talk about it.
yourself around your woman, she's topping from the bottom. She should be able to understand everything that it took to make you the man you are today. And that's the point I'm trying to get around, like, to understand. Men ain't handling shit. And this is so off base to where a man needs to be able to handle me. A man needs to be able to do this. No, no, no. We don't need to be able to handle nothing. You need to be able to handle your role. You need to know that more often than anything else, the usual smart answer is silence. Oh shit.
Mm,
The usual smart answer is silence.
mm. Tell him, Kevin.
What do you mean, Kevin? Well, asking the question 15 different ways when the man's already answered it, usually the answer is just accept what he said. Who has to handle who? Who has to handle who today?
Mm. Handle your
Oh
handle.
my God, this focus is gonna get on my nerves. So what we're gonna do is switch this camera out. So, anyway, we'll get the focus straightened out later on. Who has to handle who, ladies? Is it up to men or is it up to women to understand that whatever you're doing in the work world or academic world, kudos to you. But when you come through the door, all that shit means nothing.
Nada.
If you have a man that's in the top 20%, top 15%, top 10%, top 5%, top 3%, top 1%, then it's you that has to not only get him, but you must continue to earn him and keep him. See, many women think the race is won once you got the ring. No, that's just the beginning. This is why I think it's funny when a lot of women talk about they want a high value man and this and that, because you think it's going to be some sort of kind of lifestyle of luxury. I'm like, you know what it means to be with a man that has to get out here and work 12, 14, 16-hour days? You know? A man who's going to do whatever he has to do to take care of his family, and his natural is to put himself last, and it is for you to put him first.
Tell him,
A
Kevin.
man of value's natural instinct is to protect and provide. Thereby, oftentimes, men put. But it's for you to be like, nope, here's your doctor's appointment on this day, here's your this, here's your that. And in order to be something worth being wifed, you have to be a woman that can handle that man. And it ain't your vagina. It comes standard on every woman, and it's not a selling point.
Standard.
Trust me. Hear your
Standard.
godfather and hear me well. I'm a Hear me and hear me well.
I'm
You
listening.
may think you have the best in the world. It all is the same after a while.
No, that's not true. Because I've had trash. I've had where there was the walls had crumbled way before I got there, and couldn't peer bond no matter how amazing it was. Just couldn't peer bond.
If women only realize how below spectacular your box is,
Now that's true. More women need to understand that they need to be able to know how to take care of it. They need to work. There's muscles there that need to be worked, just so that you can always keep that man. It's like it ain't going. He's right. You can't get tired of it after, because it's not going to be the same if you're not understanding that powerful tool that you have does require, absolutely requires maintenance. Everything from the smell check to the field check, all the way to the how's it going to respond with the proper initiation. How, if it ain't responding right anymore, makes a man not interested. Can't, a year. Okay, certain exercises that are able to grab hold of your lover and maintain that grab holding ability for many years. So women definitely need to understand, just because you got it don't mean that it's not going to take work.
if you really realize how often men fake it, because y'all couldn't really handle what we really thought.
Mm,
Oftentimes, we're sparing your ego,
facts.
especially when you're a woman that brings very little to the table outside the bed. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth, bro. They don't want to hear Jessica. They don't want to hear it. They think their box is just, oh my God. It's like
Gold.
these just regular crackers.
Facts. Thank you.
Black oyster and shrimp fondue at Papado, good. Very good. But so what? We did shots of Louis the 13th yesterday. Great.
See, what a woman needs to understand is he's referring to the Papado restaurants, these high-end seafood joints that are really all that to go to. But you got to know that there's another seafood joint that's right in the hood, in the cut, been there for a lot of years, and it's just as good, if not better. Maybe the presentation might not be as nice as you are. The presentation might not be all that. You're not going to have cloths on the tables. It's going to be plastic on the table. But stop thinking that you got this gold down there, because you don't.
Great cognac. You know the buzz it gives you? Similar to any other buzz with alcohol. Ethanol is ethanol.
Facts.
And I am not telling women these kind of things to make you to lower your self-esteem, but I am telling you this to helpfully humble you. Helpfully humble you, because I have bad news. Women want the top 10% of men, and ain't but about 20% of women in the ballpark for these men.
Damn.
That means the other 80% of y'all gonna have to get in where you fit in. And I am not going to tell you to get in when you fit in with my average brothers, my average guys, and then feel like you're doing them a favor.
Options. That's what
This
they
is
are.
why women resist rankings. Ladies, men ain't handling shit. We're not handling your attitude. We're not trying to handle you. And y'all are gonna have to handle us. We rank you. Get over it. We rank everything, and that's one of the biggest problems today. Women have stopped ranking themselves. We don't have Miss America, Miss Universe. We don't have beauty pageants to where women
The problem is their friends keep telling them how great they look. That's the biggest problem.
actually had a standard. Well, that's a male standard. You goddamn right. It comes from us because we rank things. And to keep telling us, well, it doesn't matter if she's beautiful on the inside. We ain't marrying your insides. We're marrying your outsides.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits. You name it!
We rank you. You have a ranking. Like it or not gonna change. All men rank women. And more men should start coming out ranking women. And if you see men saying you shouldn't rank women, punch him in the chest. Punch him in the chest
Vader.
to make sure he doesn't have. Because it's funny, the guys that say men shouldn't rank women tend to be men with some of the most toxic past with women. Ladies, if a man is telling you that men shouldn't rank you, your godfathers, I'm the president of the feminists.
What
I'm
up,
the leader
Breezy?
of the feminist movement. I'm the general.
Never hungry
feminist.
again. What's good?
I'm the feminist general. Somebody need to make me can somebody make me a logo? The feminist general. I am the is it 4 stars or 5 stars? What's the highest general you can get? Is it 4 stars or 5 stars? Please help me. In the comment section, is it 4 stars
Brigadier.
or 5 stars? Whichever
Brigadier.
one of those, I'm the 4 or 5 star.
He's talking about that brigadier general of feminism. Mike G, Christopher Perkins. Mike G again, word. Damien of the Ryans. Dominion of Ryans. Chef. I don't think that's Dominion. Damkin of Ryans. I don't know. Never hungry again. What's on the menu? We got Kevin Samuels, man. We're doing another live reaction show. Breezy. Men are being housebroken. Yes, they are. Like a dog. Social, society. Let me see.
Or general, feminist general. Which one is it? 4 or 5? No, it's not. It's not about that dude. It's not about him. It's not about him. I don't say people's name, but it's not about.
The powers that be did this in the medieval times. Social and society housebreak men, and men come home to be housebroken by their wives. That's a fact. I know so many men like that. What's up, Big Elvis? What's up, Breezy? Look up, just prime not ticks. It stands up for Lord right in front. Huh. Thank you. Thank you for that.
It's 4 stars. No, it's not about a content creator. But there are guys who I'm going to break down this video. Shout out to Brandon Tatum. There's a video I'm going to break down on Jubilee tomorrow. And the problem is, I don't even want to get ahead of myself. I got so much. People are wondering, like, are you ever running out of content? No. I've lived a broad life. We got a lot to talk about. But I'm the 4-star general of the feminists. Okay? 4-star general of the feminists. And understand something. There are guys that will say they're feminist just so they can try to dirty mac their way into your pants, under your skirt, ladies. I ain't gonna try to dirty mac my way into your drawers.
Dirty
I'm
man.
coming in the front door. I'm coming in the way I wish I would have been raised. Not indirect, but direct. This is who I am.
That's called not
Like
the
it or
front.
don't like
Yeah,
it. This
kicking
is
in the
all I
front
can
door.
be.
When you kick in the front door, that terminology is called up the middle. I think that's like sounds like it's a football term, but it's not. When you like when you attack head on, pay me no mind. I got this sativa in me. Come on.
But men who tell you what you want to hear, ladies, you need to really question their motive.
Of course you know what the motive is.
Especially if they're going against the grain of the men you want.
Oh, right.
Men who tell you what you want to hear, especially when they fit the archetype of the kind of man you want, and they're going against the grain of the men, you need to check that shit. They're trying to dirty Mac. That'd be like me coming in and saying, you know, what a lot of people wanted me to come in and do. Oh, yes. You're queen, mother, see most gold, blah, blah, and all this ambiance and all this in a suit telling you everything you wanted to hear. Could y'all imagine what would have happened if I'd have came in on that? If I would have caught any traction. But the point is, it's not helping you. My question, ladies, if a man doesn't need to handle you, if you need to handle him,
oh no,
can you do it? Can you handle men today? Can you handle the kind of man you say you want? And men of value are masculine.
that's
Whatever their masculine archetype, refined, rakish, rogue, whatever their masculine archetype, they're masculine. And the one thing masculine men do not tolerate is masculine women.
Facts. Oh,
Not in their personal life.
no.
In their professional and work life, they may deal with it because they have to.
Of course, that's
But
not a
I
big
will
deal.
tell you, there is nothing more of a turnoff or offensive to a masculine man than a masculine woman. Men
Facts.
often dip out on the women they're dealing with seeking femininity. And women don't like that. That's why a lot of women think that they can screw their way back into their men. So what do we got? The Esquire, the GQ, and the Bachelor phase. So think about how many women's response to, I'll keep him at home because I'll put it down on him. No. He'll take the increased sexual appetite, but understand something. There's a sexual appetite that the male mind understands, but it still needs to come from a feminine place. A lot of women want to have sex today in a way that maps to the male mind as masculine. That's why I'm going to do the video with the sexologist and have this conversation, because I think we need to have a conversation about how we look at sex and all these other things. But at the end of the day, the higher up you go with men, masculinity matters, and we sort out. You want to know what kind of man you have, ladies, put him in a room with men of value, and then see what the men in that room think. Sadly, this is why so many women tend to want the men in the top 10%. And the thing is, only one person's gonna get the ring. Only one person's gonna get the ring. And if you gotta have a man in that level, then you better do what it takes. You better do what it takes, and it ain't none of that. He gotta handle me, and he gotta do this and do that. You better stop listening to anything that's telling you what you want to hear, because ain't nobody trying to reduce their admission standards.
Mm.
The men we're talking about are Princeton, Yale, Harvard, Hopkins, Stanford, Berkeley, Penn. Shout out to the higher level HBCUs. Don't know them per se, but they look.
Howard, come
You
on.
just can't take everybody. This year, I said it's going to be about self-awareness, separation, and balance. The separation is happening. Shout out to Obsidian. Good fences make good neighbors. No, we ain't all equal. No, there are men that are better than me, higher ranked than me, know more than me, and I got a lot of work to do to catch up to.
This is what I love about Kevin Samuels. The man is saying that there's better men than me out there, that I need to work harder. I'm not, it's like there's a thing inside of you that just will not accept contentment. You won't be content with yourself because you know that you can do so much more. You know it. It's inside of you. That is I, and I am him.
There are men that I outrank. There are men who got work to do to catch up to men on my level.
Facts.
And we all got to get okay with that.
And we
can't
are
all
okay
sit
with
back
that.
and say, we all men. No, we
men.
are not.
We ain't the same.
Hierarchy, gentlemen. Privates and generals are all in the same. Privates, generals, private, whatever admirals may be in the Army, Navy, Marines, but there is a difference. And the men that I am talking to are officers.
Facts.
Officers and gentlemen. Shout out. I don't care what branch of the military they're in. They come in as officers. Now, I don't want to get too far into this, but I find this. Maybe I bring some military folks. Yes, you can work your way up, but understand something. Women want men who have officers.
You know, that's so interesting because I was thinking about this recently. How I had managed a Foot Locker for a few months, and I came in as the manager, and there was these two guys that were in there saying, yo, how does dude who never sold shoes before get to come in the door as the manager? And it was because I came in a different level. And mind you, this person was there for a year and he was wanting to be a manager, but they didn't even think about it. When I applied for that job, I got the job. They put me in the door as the manager, and it's just that little thing I was thinking about the other day. And it's just like Kevin is saying. He's like, the men that he's talking about is they are already getting in the door a certain way. They're not that guy who says, you got to start from somewhere, and you got to start from somewhere, like, no, dude, I'm not starting from somewhere. Like in the trucking business, they got people that are starting as drivers and learning the business, and they got some people that are starting with 3 trucks. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but we definitely need to not be that. He's not talking to the guy who thinks it's all right to start in the mailroom at 35 years old. He ain't talking to that guy. No. If you think it's all right for you to start in, like I heard, what's it called is hiring. Target is hiring for $24 an hour. And I'm thinking, do you understand the type of people that Target is going to be able to get for $24 an hour? It ain't gonna be you, bro. It ain't gonna be you sitting down on your couch. It's gonna be somebody with a college degree now. They're gonna have college educated people working in that damn place. Watch. I feel like I'm all over the place. Forgive me.
To like respect.
I'm feeling great.
Well, they eat and they have their own living quarters, their own barracks, their own food. There's separation, especially in the black community. We resist separation. I don't. I resist elitism. I resist thinking that because I'm up here or aspire to be up here, that means some sort of divine rule. No, 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 no. That's why a lot of stuff we talk about, this talented 10th and all this other stuff. Well, look, some of those some parts of the concept are valuable. We need to separate, and we also need to work together. That's why you never see me making distinctions between my blue collar and my white collar, between average and high value. I just accept the world as the way it is. And ladies, gentlemen, understand, make sure women make a distinction.
Hey, yo, Breezy, are you trying to get a medical marijuana card for the New York, New Jersey area? Because that's what Doc the Surgeon does. You know, the guy that I've had on a couple of videos? Doc the Surgeon, he writes medical cards. He's a MD. And he does, he gives out the medical cards in New York and New Jersey. So I got to hook you up with Doc the Surgeon. Let me know if you're in this area. And you can hit me up via email at bigelvisthechef@gmail.com. That's bigelvisthechef@gmail.com, and I'll hook you up with Doc the Surgeon, and you can get that done. You can consider that done. And that's my friend since 1997. Rob Lowe, the jack of all trades. You saw me earlier? Was that crazy? I don't know if you've seen that. All right, let me see. Different perception levels. See how you can use one thing for another group. Damn it. Ryan, see you later. All right, buddy. Good night. Deuces. Good night. Yeah, I stand for the... I don't know what that means. So, all I'm saying... let me get my brain together. All right, I'm going to press play.
Women make a distinction and they rank men and put numbers on men, so you better rank women and put numbers on women. And ladies need to get accustomed to this is the way it's going to be. You got a number on you. What is your number, and what everything you do, how does it impact your number? Your weight impacts your number. Tattoos, piercings, add-ons,
add-on,
children,
facts,
and a myriad of other things. So, my question to the ladies before we open it up: if you want men, what kind of man, what level man do you think has to handle a woman? What rank man do you think a man is if he has to handle a woman? Is he a higher ranking male? Is it traditionally a higher ranking male that has to handle a woman?
No. You could be poor.
And lastly, ladies, understand, if you're over 27 and you're making over 50,000, if you're over 27 and you're making over $70,000 a year, you got problems.
Tell them, Kevin.
Because you make almost twice as much as the average woman, and you are danger zone. And you are not going to be. And here's the problem: many women will say they don't want a high value man or this or that, and that's all. That's cap. Women do not want to decrease their comfort, their standard of living, or their lifestyle. Women do not want to decrease their standard of living or their lifestyle. This is why you get so many women wanting men to level up, because they want a man to be able to live at her lifestyle level, do what she likes to do. Here's the funny thing: Many of you ladies can't afford the lifestyle you want, but that's neither here nor there.
It's all on
Let's get
credit.
into it, ladies. Tomorrow night is the birthday show. Tomorrow night I'm doing the birthday show and I'm doing the breakdown. So uh tomorrow, prepare to bring your shekels. Where did I hear the shekels? That was from Darius M. That's a funny word. So tomorrow, be prepared to do the breakdown. A lot of cool stuff coming up here in Miami. Loving it. Welcome to Miami. Bienvenidos a Miami. I'm getting better.
I lowered the volume, like with the equalizers. I
Godfather
hope this
Spanish
is better.
is slowly getting there. When I come here, I realize, man, I really need to learn Spanish.
Nigga, stop saying
One
it.
of the biggest
Do
holes
it.
in the game is not speaking another language. Just
Whoa.
not a good thing. We'll get. All right. Shekels.
Much better.
Women today, one of the biggest complaints I hear with women today is men are trying to belittle or humiliate women.
Tommy Sotomayor style. The average guy is doing that. Yeah, right.
Well, I hear many college-educated women, professional women, accomplished women bemoan the fact that you're trying to belittle women. Who are you? I'm gonna address all this. Who are we? We're your men, and we can tell you what we want. We're your men, and we don't need your permission to rank you. We don't need your permission. We don't need your approval. We don't need anything from you to do what we're going to do. See, that's where you're wrong. We don't need your permission to have discussions about the lovely ladies in public. We don't. We don't need your permission to rank the lovely ladies amongst us. We don't. And that's the world you're used to. Men asking women for their permission to be men. You got the wrong group of men today. We're not asking you for your permission. If you don't like it, there's the door. Go around, go somewhere else. Find another store. Shout out to you, Edward. Find another store. But men are not asking for permission to be men. Gentlemen, stop asking women for their permission, because who said this? I think it was Jessica. We all know that women and attention is important. That's not a profound concept. So you can't say it's a profound concept. But yeah, there are many people who've talked about women's desire for attention. But the most simple analogy is attention is currency. That's not a revolutionary idea. So when you hear women sit around talking to other women talking about you don't need our validation, you absolutely hear me and hear me well. You need our validation. Women want our validation, and they need it. I think it's crazy to hear women sit around talking about, we don't need men's validation, we do this for us. No, you do it for us. You like the good opinion of another woman, but you need our validation like you need oxygen.
Damn.
And it pisses you off that you, as a woman, and that womankind need male validation. If you did not need male validation, male attention, and male approval, you wouldn't care about what we say. But because you need it so much, you're trying to make most men underestimate how important it is. That's why many men have undervalued their attention and their validation and given it away to unworthy women. And all we're telling you is important. Your dick matters too, dude. Stop putting it in big stuff. Stop putting it in where it matters. Who you sleep with matters. The ability to tell women no is a power that most men don't know exists to them, but it is a superpower. And they get pissed because they're afraid that it's going to get out there. Dude, stop calling back over here. It says women only. Who are y'all? Who are you? Who are you? Who are they? These are the men that drive the Ubers, that do the DoorDash, that work in the Jersey Mike's at a Subway, who may next 10 years from now, they may own the Jersey Mike's or the McDonald's franchise. You're laughing at them while they run into McDonald's, where they work at McDonald's, and 10 years later, they're a franchise owner,
Yeah.
millionaire. You ain't asking who they are anymore. Who are they? They are men. And without them, you don't exist. This is the message we need to keep telling these women. Stop asking who we are. We are the people who made the world possible for you to get up on the internet and talk shit. Women didn't build the world. Men did. Women didn't build infrastructure, economies, media, any of this stuff. So I think it's hilarious to get when a woman gets up on a platform or anything that was created in mass by men, trying to tell men what they should do. You should bow down
Whoa.
and respect the hierarchy. Not going to say respect your quote unquote masters because that will get misinterpreted. But think about what's the other way. There's only going to be one way. Either you bow down or we bow down. We're not bowing anymore.
Yo, you know women cannot handle a man talking like this. This man is saying you need to bow down. Bow down. When's the last time a man told a woman to bow down? To truly submit. So she doesn't end up crying. So she doesn't end up taking antidepressants every day. So she doesn't end up drinking a bottle of wine and falling asleep more times in the chair where she's giving off all her love to a dog or to a cat. When are we gonna
Men have bowed for too long. You're afraid of men even standing, much less running. Who are you to rank women? Shit. The reason you do what you do? And you know the funny thing is, I've heard this stuff for so long. But you know who never complains about the ranking? Women getting what they want. Women getting what they want, they could care less about all this gender back and forth, this gender war back and forth. It's the women who are unsatisfied. It's been my experience, women who are unsatisfied with getting what they want tend to focus on men as the source of their issues. Wrong. So it's funny to me that anytime men decide to talk in any way, it's belittling. But then another way, we're supposed to handle you. So I asked this on Instagram. Ladies, what man does it right? What man has the right model? What man has the right model? What man has the right model? Who's the man that does it right? Who you want other men to follow? And guess what? You know what you hear? Zoom call. This before, It's for women only. I keep booting you out. You keep coming back in. You're not going to get in. I'll tell you, they can over.
He's reading the chat.
So, I don't want to be on a camera with a bonnet. No.
I don't want to be on the camera with a bonnet.
Tomorrow night, I'm going to actually get on Instagram after this because I was supposed to do an Instagram tonight. But I did want to start the schedule back up. This is an unscheduled night for me. But gentlemen, between 18 and 30, you need to learn how to work with people, but you also need to recognize that there are going to be some people that you work with that aren't going to be able to go with you. You're going to have to leave people that you grew up with, people that you went to high school with, people that you went to college with. You're going to have to get okay with letting people go. If people don't share your vision, they can't go with you. The interest you have and they have, if they don't align, you can't go there. And here's the thing. As a man, you got to get okay with walking alone until you find another group. And here's another thing for women who were raised modern, who would be something different. I was telling a woman this over this week. You got to get okay with being alone. You got to get okay with being uncovered, because it is far better for you as a woman who wants a different outcome to be uncovered, naked, and exposed than be with just a man, just any old man, because it's better than being alone. No, because when a good man or the right kind of man comes along, you won't read as vacant. A woman who is in process and vacant, here's the thing. Most men.
Let me stop for 1 second. Is he saying that even if you're 55, even if you're 65, be comfortable with being alone? Because if you're working on yourself, a man will come along. You won't have to be dead alone at 35, just going to choose, all right, I'm just going to take him, the guy that I meet and you know, like, you know what I mean? Or a guy that you meet right there at the gas station who thinks that it's all right to play video games all day and he likes to hang out with his, you know, he's a decent father. Buffering on me. Yeah, it was buffering. Sorry. So my rant is over.
Today we have women who are never really alone. 30 years ago, women used to be single. Today, women have doofers, do for nows. And all these doofers ruin your opportunity to find suitable men. It will be far better to do just like I told the guys.
Yeah, all those Tinder dates, all those Rumble dates, move some furniture. You always got somebody to help you change. All that, you're never going to be open enough, or that nakedness that he talked about, enough to have that vulnerability where someone is going to walk in and possibly see that you out there and available, whereas you're unavailable because you got so much going on. You got so many options. You by the time you realize that it's all bullshit, you're 40 years old. And you're like, oh my God, I'm 40.
Get comfort, get zen, but women don't like it. I don't want to be, I don't care. I don't care, because you are going to F up your chances, because no man worth his salt wants to be the man you monkey branch to. Gentlemen, I'm gonna ask you guys a question in the chat room. Fellas, where are my thorough dudes? Where are my thorough dudes? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if they got them in. JR Wisdom, what's going on, fam? Where are my thorough dudes? Okay, to all the thorough brothers, I'm gonna put a poll up here. Do you oh shoot. Want branches to
Looks like he's reading some text. I don't know. I don't have it on my screen. I'm seeing what you're seeing.
this is gonna be bad English, but you guys understand it. Gentlemen, the question is, do you want to be the guy she monkey branches for? That's the question. The premise of monkey branches is women don't let go of one situation until they got their hand on another situation. Gentlemen, do you want to be the guy she lets go of this branch for to grab a hold of this?
No.
Or would you rather her ass just be sitting on a limb looking for a branch?
Long as she's in heels.
See, if she's over here, whatever's in her hand on this branch, if it had sap, molasses, ants, ticks, thorns, whatever, it's still in this hand. She may grab you with this one, but eventually she's going to reach for another one. No, men, look at it. Men do not want to be, ladies, I got so many women don't understand. If you're not single, if you're talking to somebody, if you're fucking somebody, you are just wasting time. No thorough man wants to be the dude you monkey branch to. At best, they'll just dust it off a few times to keep it moving. At best, the dude will just hit it a few times and keep it moving. Come back in the Zoom room. Look at this. It ain't even close. 1,000 votes, 90% of the 1,000 votes, 90% say no. Gentlemen in the chat room, tell the lovely ladies why being the guy she leaves another man for immediately, she monkey branches to, is so repulsive to you. Explain to them why you would never be able to sleep comfortably knowing 2 weeks before she was with Greg, now she's your girl.
Only
She
a
need to
simp.
leave. She need to leave Greg because it's dead end. Sit her hot pants down somewhere.
And get with you.
Go take a pickle juice bath or whatever it is they do to tighten up the. Hey,
Facts.
just leave. Talking about that smooth cat. Do whatever they do. Then when Henry slide by, it really reads like she's vacant because a woman who's truly vacant isn't anxious. Women who are monkey branching, women who are in process, they are anxious like a motherfucker. They're always anxious. Anxious. What's the answer? What's the question? What's the plan? This, and that. They're like, wait a minute. Why are you doing? Oh, because you sweeting back and forth on this branch. A woman that's truly vacant, she reads peaceful. She's like Yoda. Yes, much learned you still have. Ain't nobody trying to be no monkey branch, bro. Can't trust her. Thank you. Ladies, and see what women think is it's better to have one person until I find another person. No. Because the more you're with a guy, the more he rubs off on you. Literally and figuratively. They are married. Smooth cat. Shout out to the smooth cat. All right. I'm going to give it another. The link is there. I got people in the call line. It's just guys that are in here. Because I'm on a non-standard day. I'm going to jump over to Instagram in a second, and then I'm
Ricardo
going to go live tomorrow night
Emmanuel,
for the
thank
birthday
you.
show. But I did want to do the tonight show because I didn't do last night's show because I didn't have my computers. Can't be trusted.
Breezy, you don't
And the
go
funny thing
crazy
is,
over
I
here.
met women
I see a lot
who
of
are dating
breezy.
guys who they don't see any problem in it. And that's one of the big problems today. You ladies are never truly alone. So when a thorough man comes along, you're too anxious. So know when you're kind of comparing contrast like this guy to that guy versus when a woman is just truly this way, that's it. So 2,000 votes, I think that's enough. 2,000 votes in the poll. Men don't want to be the man you monkey branch for, ladies. All right, so what I'm about to do, I'm about to, you know what? Let me go ahead and upload. Let me go ahead and upload this video on YouTube. Let's go ahead and unlist it. I'm glad to be back, man. Friday night show because I didn't have my computer. I didn't get a chance to do Friday's show, and I didn't get a chance to do yesterday's show. So we're gonna do a short show tonight. We're gonna do a full show tomorrow, and I'm doing another show on Thursday. Okay. But let me go ahead and hop over to Instagram right now to go live over there. I didn't schedule it, but I wanted to let you guys know the Godfather is back in the house, and the house is, of course, packed. All right, we got a video premiering on YouTube right now. It's Instagram. It's the smoke show from last week on Instagram. It's the conversation portion. There was some good conversations. So if you want to join me on Instagram live right now, you can. Or if you want to join me, if you want to just go ahead and pop over to the YouTube premiere video, you are welcome to do that as well. Thank you guys for your support. Tomorrow night, bring the birthday candles, the birthday cake, all that good stuff. We're going to do all that tomorrow. Tomorrow. We love you. Tomorrow. You're only a day away. Appreciate you guys. Let's see.
So what it looks like happened was, Kevin screens his calls, and he didn't like what he saw. He didn't like the group of people that was about to be on his show. He had a certain look he was going for, and he shut the show down. He said, I'm just going to do Instagram. Today's a short show. Out of nowhere, he's saying it's a short show, but yet he kept the people like, listen, whatever the case is, it didn't work out. And a lot of times this happens that we're unaware of, that he just doesn't like the people in the Zoom room, and he's like, nah, this ain't gonna work. He don't want his show coming across like lazy, or he's just saying the same thing to a woman that other women are gonna say, that ain't me. She don't look nothing like me. I don't act like that. That ain't my style. That ain't me. So you are appreciated taking this opportunity to check out Kevin Samuels. How's that? Look, and I brought my light out a couple of days ago. I haven't been able to use it, so even though I don't think you're allowed to just do this? I don't think so. I think this is considered a distraction, so just wouldn't work. Get pulled over quick for this distraction. Okay, that's a nice softer. That's the lowest setting, it seems. Thank you for checking out my small channel on YouTube. If you enjoyed any of this content, then all I can do is say share it with a friend. That's the only way it's going to work. I love you.